Match days 5 and 6 are almost upon us, which means it's the last time for teams to take the top spot in each group as we set the final four for the first ever UEFA Women's Nations League final. Guys, Matty G back here with you on Football with Flags. Sit back and join us as we take a preview over each of these games coming up and give a few predictions along the way. Hope you enjoy. It's still all to play for in Group A1 with Netherlands in control at the moment at the top spot. They've won their last 3 games to sit in first with 9 points. Belgium have been kind of the surprise of the group, consistently playing well throughout their first 4 match days. They sit in second with 7 points. And then England have kind of had an up and down run with their games thus far. They won their first, lost their second, won their third, lost their fourth. Will they continue that same pattern through 5 and 6? We'll have to wait and see. But again, still all on the line for those top 3 teams in Group A1. First match on match day 5 for Group A1 sees England invite Netherlands in. Netherlands got the best of the Lionesses the last time out with Lieke Martin scoring in the first half. Russo ties the game in the second half, but it's Renate Janssen who gets the winner in the 90th minute. Lucy Bronze played on the right side of that midfield 5 for England, a bit higher up the field. I really like her in that spot. I think she, in terms of her starting position, is a lot better, being able to go forward, but also in a better start position to get back and help defend as well. I think she would benefit a lot, and so will this team if she continues to play in that position. I think, though, England being at home, knowing how desperate they are to get the 3 points in this game, I love the attacking options that Netherlands possesses, but I think overall England are just a bit too much. Again, at home, give me England. Belgium versus Scotland. Scotland score with the last kick of the ball to equalize from defender Howard, their center back, to equalize that game 1-1, as that's what it ended as. Still the only point that Scotland have acquired in this campaign thus far, but give me Belgium at home. They've won their other 2 games so far, both against England and Netherlands. Obviously, those are 2, in my opinion, much tougher opponents to face at home. I think Scotland, again, will give them a tight game, but Belgium, in the end, come away with the victory. Moving on to match day 6, Netherlands taking on Belgium. Belgium won 2-1 in the last game. A stoppage time goal to seal it. Ward scored from midfield in that game, but she's also been used in the front 3 as well, in the middle between Lieke Martens, Berenstain, and some others up there. Netherlands outshot Belgium in that game 11-6 and had 11 corners to Belgium's 4. I know stats aren't everything, but I like similar numbers in this game for those 2 stat lines as well. I think Netherlands at home gets the revenge they need. They take the 3 points against Belgium. Moving on to Scotland and England, another close game. Lucy Bronze with the winner. Scotland actually outshot England in this game 9-7 on attempts. England, though, need to control the midfield, especially with those 5, be more physical, win 50-50 battles, continue to, take back possession as much as they possibly can. I think this will be a tight game once again, with Scotland being at home, but England knowing they need a win. Just got to be cautious of a late equalizer, any late chances that Scotland can bring. But in the end, I still like England to take the 3 points against Scotland. With that dash to the finish, England still comes up short in second place, jumping over Belgium, but falls short to Netherlands based off goal differential. They're currently 5 behind them in that category, and I just don't see them being able to find enough to get past the Dutch in that scenario. So that means Netherlands move on from Group A1 to the final. As for Group A2, France have pretty much been in control this entire time. Austria have been the surprise of the group. I did not give them enough credit before this thing began when we did our predictions early on, but they sit in second place with 7 points. Portugal and Norway have already been eliminated, but they still have an opportunity to play spoiler with these last 2 games. Match day 5 in Group A2 sees Norway and Portugal take on one another. It was a thriller last time out, Portugal winning 3-2 on account with 2 penalties they scored in that game to seal the deal. It doesn't mean much, though, as both teams have already been eliminated from contention. At this point, it's just about trying to stay above water and not get relegated. I do think we'll see plenty more goals in this contest from both sides, but I do see this game ending in a draw. As for France and Austria, Renard scored in the 5th minute last time out, and that was it. France controlled the game, and Austria defended well, but they only created 2 attempts the entire 90 minutes. They've got to be more secure in possession and going forward in the attack. But in the end, I think France, once again, are just too much in this defensive struggle. France prevails, too many attacking weapons, and obviously the height with Renard could be another factor. Moving on to match day 6, Austria taking on Norway. I think Norway get payback on Austria. I think this game opens up. Both teams are going to have more attacking opportunities against one another. I think we'll see goals from both sides, hopefully. But in the end, I think Norway finally bounce back, play spoiler on the road, and pick up a huge 3 points. As for Portugal and France, I believe, will look to take some players out of the starting lineup, looking to rest, as they'll have already secured the group with that win versus Austria. I think Portugal take advantage of that opportunity and at least pull out a draw in this contest to hopefully help their ability. Match day 5 in Group A2 sees Norway and Portugal take on one another. It was a thriller last time out, Portugal winning 3-2 on account with 2 penalties they scored in that game to seal the deal. It doesn't mean much, though, as both teams have already been eliminated from contention. At this point, it's just about trying to stay above water and not get relegated. I do think we'll see plenty more goals in this contest from both sides, but I do see this game ending in a draw. As for France, and with all that being said, France secure the group early and take advantage of this schedule, going unbeaten through the 6 games. Austria and Norway could very well be switched as well, depending on how that goal differential unfolds. And if Norway are able to beat Austria, we'll have to wait and see. But both finished with 7 points, and Portugal at the bottom with 3. Another pleasant surprise in Group A3 as Denmark remain unbeaten with the top spot at 12 points as Germany continue to chase them down, sitting there in second place. Keep in mind, Germany do invite the Danish back in match day number 5 as they look to try and get revenge from that opening game. Keep in mind, too, both of these sides have a +8 goal differential right now, as that could come into play to decide this group. Group A3 gets underway again with Wales taking on Iceland, and I think Wales are tired of being beat down. They've really been taken advantage of in this competition with this group thus far. I think they smell a chance here to avoid relegation, pick up some points against Iceland, but I think they come up short. I think this game ends in a draw. The attacking opportunities are far and few between for both sides, and this thing ends in a stalemate. Now for the main course, Germany taking on Denmark. Can Vangsgaard be the killer of the Germans once again? She scored twice in the last fixture. We'll have to wait and see, but change is needed for Germany, of course. They've responded well ever since that loss, and I think being at home and certainly being motivated to get revenge on the Danish will play a factor in this one. I think we'll see a lot of good opportunities on both sides. Germany probably with more chances than Denmark, in my opinion, but I think Denmark will be smart to look to counterattack, find the open space when they can, and exploit Germany on the run. But I think this game goes back and forth. In the end, though, Germany do get the revenge they seek. They take the 3 points at home. Now for match day 6, and this is very important. Wales taking on Germany, Denmark taking on Iceland. Keep in mind, last time out, Germany defeated Wales 5-1. Denmark only beat Iceland 1-0. As we told you before, the goal differential for both sides currently before these games start for Denmark and Germany is +8. So if Germany beat Denmark, that will put them a bit higher up with the goal differential, and with this possibly coming down to goal differential with them both being tied on points, I will give the nod to Germany. I think they'll just be too much for Wales. They'll put it on them thick as much as they possibly can. I think Denmark beat Iceland by a worse scoreline, but in the end, I think Germany's just too much for the Welsh, and they secure a spot in the final. Germany still have plenty of issues to address, but if they are able to complete this comeback, I think it's something to smile about, with an opportunity to go to a semifinal and still win a major trophy. But if Denmark are able to hang on to that #1 spot, what an unbelievable run it would be for them through these 6 games. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, though, I think it's going to be an incredible finish to the line in this group. Finally, Group A4 has seen Spain continue their good form since the World Cup, leaving Sweden just a glimmer of hope to possibly still pass Spain in these last 2 games. Switzerland and Sweden open up the account for Group A4 to begin match day number 5. And this was a pretty tight affair last time out, with Eriksson getting the goal for Sweden to secure victory. I think she very well could do that again. But again, knowing the severity of the situation for Sweden this time out, they need points, they need goals if they want to have any opportunity at coming back against Spain. I think this is a bit more lopsided victory for Sweden. They take advantage of Switzerland at home. Moving on to Spain and Italy. Spain can lock up the group with a win here. I think they dominate in possession. They dominate in chances created. It's really just a question of whether or not they give any poor giveaways in possession or in their own half, or if they push too many numbers forward and give the ball away, and Italy are able to counterattack. I think Italy could possibly score in this game, but I think Spain are able to put up enough that they avoid any sort of disaster at all. So Spain are able to get the job done against Italy, secure a spot in the semifinals. As we move on to match day 6, Spain and Sweden. This was a fantastic game, 3-2 last time out. I think we'll see plenty of goals on both sides again. Maybe teams are starting to try some new things out with the group pretty much already being a foregone conclusion at this point. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, though, we'll see plenty of goals from both sides, although I think this ends in a draw. And I'll have to say the same as well for Italy taking on Switzerland. Spain move on through the group stage and head to the semifinals, looking to pick up another major trophy off the back of their World Cup victory in the summer. I really thought Sweden had a good opportunity to win this group, but unfortunately, they just come up short. Well, guys, I hope you really enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And let us know down in the comments as well your own predictions, who you're rooting for through these games. We've got plenty more content coming your way on the international game moving forward, and want you to be a part of it. So, guys, hope you all have a blessed day. We'll see you soon. Peace.